You play long shows as it is, but you could pretty much, you know, you were saying last night, Mike, do Springsteen-style sets of 3.5 hours if you wanted to.
I like playing.
Yeah, we like playing really long sets. The only thing that's difficult, I guess, is it can get tiring. You know, probably playing 3 hours a night at the energy level that we do every night on tour might get exhausting. But like, I don't know, we get these bursts of energy where it's hard to pull us off stage at times.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, let's go to a question from the planet MTV2Europe.com. What's the weirdest place you've ever played so far? And that's from Christy. Is there one particular place around the world that sort of jumps out?
The weirdest place that we played
I
so
guess
far?
the one that felt the most odd, apart from the set of Basket Case.
We played on spools.
We played on spools.
What are spools?
Spools are those, you know,
wrapped cable on them.
Yeah, they're on farms.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we played there. And
Telephone wire spools.
It was in the middle of Minnesota somewhere.
What was the occasion?
The cops shut down the party that we were playing. We're playing someone's backyard.
Right.
Then it moved to someone's basement and got shut down there, and then so there was like this line of cars that was driving out
60 cars. It was awesome.
To this farm.
What stage are we talking here? What year was this? Is this before Dookie or is this after?
Yeah, 92.
This is 92.
So during Kaplunk.
My God, how many people would now just dream of the opportunity to have you guys come and play on some spools in Eddie's backyard at this point, you know?
And knock out Billy's.
I got half my tooth knocked out from someone doing a stage dive, and
You've had a couple of skirmishes on stage. Didn't you have a particularly famous skirmish on stage with some guy?
Yeah, you know what? I've probably been in more fights than I know what to do with. I know better than I know.
Now, just off the tail end of Christy's question, would you ever consider coming to Romania, or have you played Romania?
Yeah, we'll go to Romania.
Right on.
Bring it.
let's go to Romania.
Man, you're in trouble, boys. You got a #1 album around the world. Now you got to go play all over the world. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's a hard knock life being in a rock band. Our newborn Acorn wants to ask a question for Green Day, and I think it's just a little spontaneous round of applause because you guys have been very patient, given I'm sure that you haven't had a lot of sleep and a lot of alcohol in your system still, but you've been great.
We're sweating it out.
Exactly. Studio G, we need to get some aircon up in this piece. Do you think there's life on other planets? Trey? Life on other planets?
Sure.
All right, good answer. Billy Joe?
Yeah, I would say there's definitely life on other planets.
It's probably a little bit arrogant to assume that we're the only species in existence. We're not even saying. We were talking about videos just a second ago before we played When I Come Around. You know, do you have like a favorite director that you enjoy working with? Have you worked with a few now over time?
I really liked working with Sam Baer, the guy that did An American Idiot.
He's fucking nuts, though, isn't he? Judging from the making of the video.
Yeah, he is totally
It's
mental.
okay if you're the artist, but if you're like a grip or a light guy,
Yeah, right.
Tough.
I love that scene where he goes, you know, I love my people. I love my people. I would live and die by these people. What the fuck are you doing? Put that thing down. Like, it's just like
I'm back. I was going to say something like that.
like hooning around in a Maserati or something on the set, like doing like.
Mark Core, I really loved working with Mark Core.
Yeah.
Evan Bernard was great.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite video of yours? I mean, I guess American Idiot must be up there. That's a brilliant piece of work.
Yeah,
but.
Yeah, I like that. I like Geek Stink Breath.
Yeah, me too.
It's a cool, but you know, the dental surgery and things like that.
And it was rad too because you came out again after Dookie, and like you say, you wanted to focus on your records at a time when everyone was like, well, you know, is this a one-trick pony? And now after selling so many albums, it's a natural question to ask at any band. And you come out and you've got this really like direct 2-minute just slab of punk rock, and the video is just really good performance, just really edgy. You know, it was kind of a bit of a middle finger, wasn't it, to anyone who had any problems with it?
Yeah, that's definitely the metal years for us. You know, it was Insomniac, that record. I mean, a lot of people. Some people there's like some of the hardcore fans that are like that's like some of their favorite.
I love that album. I think that's actually one of my favorite albums of yours. And last night, you know, you played Brain Stew and stuff, and that's just to me is like, well, that's when it really kicks off. Do you know what I mean? Wicked. All right, let's check out Geek Stink Breath. Love the way you work that in there. I don't know if you were aware of that, but it's
That's just his stock answer.
Yeah, right on. Genius. Geek Stink Breath. It's definitely one of my favorite Green Day videos, and it's Billy Joe's favorite Green Day video, and your favorite Green Day video would be, maybe you got one?
what's the present?
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Christmas doesn't come early this year, man.
I like Nice Guys Finish Last.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Hilarious.
Pretty soon we're going to be playing Hitchin' a Ride, which is without a doubt one of the biggest floor fillers when I go out and DJ at various clubs and universities. It is an absolute guaranteed floor filler, Hitchin' a Ride, which we're going to get to. But I want to turn attention to American Idiot because you've been patient enough to talk us through a little bit of your history. Let's talk about the making of this record. It is a concert record. Safe to say it's a concert record the way you've presented it in terms of rundown.
Punk rock opera, if you will.
Right on. Was that something that you had an idea in your mind first, or something that once you started writing and jamming together, you kind of matched that idea? When did it come about?
It just kind of came about of all of us having a good time in the studio. You know, I mean, sometimes you feel like if you're just trying to write songs, single songs, like it becomes like a labor or a labor of love. But this time it was just, you know, it was just inspired. We had a great time, you know, and
long-time collaborator Rob Cavallo, he added something to that as well. He got involved in that whole part of it as well.
Oh yeah, he was there every step of the way. I mean, he was just saying, you know, this is, you guys are onto something. Keep going, keep seeing it through. Don't look back. Keep going.
Did you have moments when you were like working with a tuba or something, and you know you're trying to sort of like you're working on this on Jesus Suburbia, like Christ, hang on, the ninth part goes where, and when do we get back into that? Are there times when you were like, maybe we've had an idea above our station on this one, you know? Were there times you had a few doubts through the making of it?
I think one of the things we made it a point to do is when we would get, it's almost daunted by a certain part, and, you know, we wouldn't abandon it. We would just leave it and go do something entirely different, smart, just to inspire us musically. You know?
Yeah, smart. Just keep it exciting for yourselves, I suppose. And it sounds like it. I think a few people I was talking to about the album, and it's just universal acclaim from everyone I know. People love it. It's one of the best records of the year, if not the best. And that's not kissing us. That's a fucking fact. All right, man. Let's talk a little bit about life outside of Green Day for a second. I don't want to pry too hard.
No such thing.
But yeah, right. You know, what kind of movies? What kind of movies do you like? I mean, is there any rom-com fans in the house?
Rom-com? Rom-com.
Actions.
What was that? What was the one I saw the other day? Napoleon Dynamite. I saw that the other day. That was the dance scene at the end of that is hilarious.
All right, cool. Excellent.
I'd say Rushmore is one of my favorite movies.
Wes Anderson, incredible director.
I like Not Another Teen Movie.
Right. Right.
I like any teen movie, but that's like the best teen movie.
What's the one with Lindsay Lohan in it that's quite funny? The Mean Girls, have you seen
that's
that?
Good.
That's
a good
hilarious, that film. Yeah, it's pretty good. What about TV? Got any preferences with television? Do you watch TV?
Off.
Yeah, we've been so focused on this record. I don't know.
Animal Planet.
I just got TiVo.
Discovery.
A little late.
Which one?
I finally get this thing. There's this box called TiVo.
When you can record
it records
it,
everything. Well, I get it, and then we go on tour forever.
Nice.
I've recorded nothing.
There's a TV show called Lost that's coming out in the States. That's looks pretty good.
But you're not tempted by reality TV in any way, shape, or form? That's not something that you even...
No, I mean, the Osbournes was a pretty good... It's still around,
I think it's still going,
yeah. I can appreciate that.
I think the second season of American Idol was pretty fun.
It's kind of like watching a train wreck or something. You know?
No, it is. And it's getting to the point of oversaturation point now where it's just getting absolutely insane.
You can only watch it so much.
Gonzo, it's like probably a great program.
That's what I'm talking. Thank you for giving us a genius promo. We'll get at least a year out of that, bro. Nice and outstanding. How's American Idiot gone down in the States amongst the people who are American idiots?
We haven't been in the States since it's come out. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's #1 album, which is a good start, but I mean, are you sort of braced for a little bit of backlash over the fact that you're coming out and saying things that some people don't want to fucking hear, you know what I mean?
Well,
bring it on.
Bring it on. I mean, if people, I think just rock and roll should be dangerous.
Yeah, I agree.
Everything should be questioned. So, I don't know, agree to disagree. So, so if, I don't know, we're ready for it.
Right on, man. Well, you've made the statement, and it's a really important one to make. And now we're going to check out another video as we plow through Gonzo with Green Day, as we've done it. All right, from the planet MTV2Europe.com, while we got Green Day, it would be a shame to let them go without asking the question everyone's been asking on the planet. Are you going to tour the UK anytime soon? That's from It's a Croissant.
I think January or February, or around that time.
UK tour?
Yeah? Excellent. I know people are really looking forward to it. I know you did two dates, in some cases at venues as big as Wembley Arena and places like that. I mean, do you think you'll be throwing in a couple of club shows? And last night was so special for the fans. And,
We got some tricks up our sleeve.
Yeah, well, we have to plan it out.
You got some stuff up there.
I was trying to get tricks up my sleeve for 30 years, and I still can't work out how to do it. You have to show me.
We'll see what happens.
Pull rabbit out of a hat.
All right, cool. The whole American Idiot on a stage thing, that's another question from here someone wanted to ask, and I will name check you, but will you be putting it on a stage? And like in terms of like doing some kind of opera of some kind, or
we've played it.
That'd be dope.
We've played the album front to back in 4 different small theaters.
Yeah.
And one in LA, and Chicago, New York, and Toronto, just to see how it would go out. And even before the record came out, it went over phenomenally.
Yeah.
So it's kind of changed the way we think about how we're going to go out on tour and what the set list is going to be. It's like didn't think it'd go over that well. So now we're like, oh great, now we got to
Too many
try and
options,
figure out
man.
to put in another 20 songs or whatever.
Yeah, it was great to play like use the Suburban and doing Homecoming last night at the end. You know, it was that was a lot.
I gotta say, from my point of view, and I know for a lot of people who own that record and know it well, those were highlights for me last night because it really felt. I've heard those songs live that you played before many times, and you haven't lost the energy, but you can see the excitement in you guys when you're playing those tunes. Do you know what I mean? When you're playing those new songs.
It's
You must have rehearsed quite a bit though to know in the lead up to doing that album in full. You must have put the hours in.
There's a lot of parts.
No,
it comes so naturally.
No way. Practice makes perfect.
We didn't need to practice it. We lived it.
Let's not give it away. All right, we've got a present for you. And
Yeah,
maybe,
present.
Nah, in a second, and maybe we have a little jam. But in the meantime, let's check out a really great track. This is Minority. Ladies and gentlemen, all good things must come to an end. And before we get into our jam session, I got one more question I gotta ask. One more question I gotta ask. Right, you ready? Can't believe I'm asking this. Jesus wants to know, can you make my dreams come true and give Zane Lowe a smack in the mouth? Come on, give me a quick slap. Come on, just a a smacker. There you go. Here's your pretty. Oh, there it is.
That's a lot of dope. Here you go. That's a very interesting ball.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Look at that.
Nice.
And then here's George W. Bush, President 2004.
No irony intended whatsoever.
Should we connect the two?
Yeah. Exactly.